said I like strawberry, vanilla, and even caramel. But chocolate was my favorite. And you was too young to tell. Now you came up with this no relationship rule because there were some things you wanted to do. I will respect you as a man simply because you say that you're going through. Now, if for some reason you cannot beat my space, I don't have time to judge or to be trying to plead my case. I will respect you as the man you were when you first stepped to me. But to act like I am in a relationship when you're not, that would never be. Now I have chosen you to be in my bed. A man must work even harder to get inside my head. Games people play, so mixed up and confused. Damn, all these relationship blues. Now someone may wonder what causes a person to snap. Ooh, how I would love to make your cranium crack. Just let me make this plain and simple. Piss me off and I'll pop your ass just like a pimple. These are your rules and regulations you selected. Me and my heart, I'll never reject it. I came to play.
Hi, Miss Gabriel.
Because you seem to be good. But a woman like me always misunderstood. I can stand on my own. I don't need a man to define me. Tongue out, running behind me, trying to blind me. This is my body. This is my temple. I'm going to do whatever I want when I want. Let's make that plain and simple. I am a woman. The essence of my being is me. I am my daddy's little girl, the apple of his eye, and the apple didn't fall too far from the tree. I'll tell you the whole world that daddy made a woman out of me. So if you don't remember nothing else, I'm not in a relationship with you. Now can't you see? Your choice. So when you call my phone and I don't answer, I'm not in a relationship with you. Your choice. Driving by my house and you don't see my truck, your choice. Remember, I am not in a relationship with you. Want me to be available always when you're not? And still I stay cold until you make me hot. See me out and about when I did not tell you my whereabouts? This is the choice that you made. This is what you decided to say. But I warned you, a woman like me, and I say again, I simply don't fucking play. See, you have to know your role as I play my position. But these are the stigmalations that you brought to fruition. A man will come truly to be blessed with me for no games I play. These were your rules, your regulations that you selected. Me and my heart, I never rejected. See, I can play these games oh so good. But see, a woman like me, she always get misunderstood. I can stand on my own. I don't need a man to define me. Tongue out, running behind me, trying to blind me. This is my body. This is my temple. And I'm going to do what I want with it, however I want with it when I get ready. Let's make that plain and simple. I am woman. The essence of my being is me. I am my daddy's little girl, the apple of his eye, and the apple did not fall too far from the tree. I would love to meet a man who had his mind on right. Until that time comes, I will continue to fight. I fight for my sanity as a woman. As strong is where I should stand. My mind is not weak. I would never be controlled by no man. See, the essence of a woman is me. Thank you, Daddy, for making one a hell of a woman out of me. So I'm going to know my role and I'm going to play my position. Respect.
How everyone doing? I am Lady Lasay, the outspoken queen. I am going to get my commercials out of the way. How everybody's doing tonight? Hello, 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 hello. I have no clue what my son is doing.
Keep talking.
Oh, I guess I can keep talking because
You what?
tech. Oh, Or I could just invite.
Invite no. Invite them.
I like to invite. Let me invite a couple of pieces. People. I call them pieces because they pieces to my chess game. Up, I just invited somebody that's on a cruise. What is going on with me doing that, huh? And let them know what I got going on. How so often they be telling me why you didn't remind me. So I am reminding them. Let me get my commercials out of the way. I do have a YouTube channel. If you all would go to my YouTube channel, it's Lady Lasay, please, and subscribe. It's free, completely. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Tonight I am doing know your role and play your position, cause there's a lot of people that is not understanding their role in their relationships. So I just thought I'll just take this time out tonight and just try to share the importance of knowing your role and playing your position. So, hi Marlena, hi baby. Basically, first I most definitely have to thank God for being a strong force in my life, as always. Hi, Miss AG, Miss Cecilia. Tonight, let's just get started. Tonight, we talk about know your role and play your position, because a lot of people are not understanding their roles in their relationship, and I just want to let people know that they need to understand. But before I do that, I want to get my commercials out of the way. If you are looking for some nice sunglasses, some awesome sunglasses, I don't even have them. This is one of my niece's company. It's called Nori Sunglasses. That's Nori sunglasses.com. There are other products on that website. Go to that website, check it out. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Young lady. Very young. Got her own little company going on. So you all go. That's Nori Sunglasses. And also, if you're into your natural products and Full Moon Goddess, you can go on Facebook and you can find Full Moon Goddess, your black soap, your shea butters, and all that. The website is fullmoongoddessbeauty.com. Another queen. I support my queen. I'm trying to build a nation. So, hello, hi, young man. You gonna learn something today? My son is watching. So I had someone to tell me. I have another piece that I had an ex to compose this. So I'm going to read this. Just to put some on your head. This is coming from a man. I didn't write this. He written this, and I've written it. He said it. It's called Simple Cheating. And I don't know whether you're ever out to a club or whatnot. You really have to sit down and think about the type of relationship you're in or situation that you get in with the person. And this was most definitely. How are you doing, Mr. Stone? This was written by Quincy, you guys, of all people. It's titled Simple Cheating. I want to put something on your head. Pay attention to things seen and said. I was told this story at that time by my significant others. Made me wonder what secret he had under the cover. Now this goes both ways. Whether you are a man or a woman. Whether or not you get this, I don't understand. But let's get into it. Simple cheating. Here we go. This is how it was told to me. Never would I thought about this, nor did I see. You're out on the town with your girls or the fellas out on the town with the fellas. Now you have your own money in your pocket. And then someone asks you a drink. And you let them buy you a drink. Now you and your mate has discussed this is something you don't do. Okay, that's you all know that's simple cheating, right? That's actually a form of simple cheating. Let me get up here, right? Okay, let me give you another scenario. I just love my little scenarios. And again, I say this was told to me, hi, Calandra, by your man. How about a slight touch? You know, you walk past somebody sometimes and you brush up on them, touch, but you're looking at that as a innocent, flirtatious touch. You know you're in a relationship, and the person you're in a relationship don't like that. Again, that's another form of simple cheating. Here's one of my favorite. You go out to swing dance. like some of us love to do. But you won't slow dance with somebody because let me tell you, a lot of us feel like, oh, you can't slow dance with me because that's too personal. I don't want to be that close upon somebody. You ever stopped and thought about how close you get when you're swinging out? Did you ever stop to think about how intimate a swing dance? You might as well slow dance. You can slow dance and have some respect in a slow dance if, let me adjust myself, if that is respected. Because that can be a form of simple cheating. Now, ladies, have you ever been swinging out with a guy and they got erected? Let's talk about this. It happens. Do you continue dancing with him or do you walk away? You have to leave his ass on the dance floor, ladies. You can't continue dancing with him. Because in his head, because men thinks over there somewhere, he think he done accomplished something. So sometimes you just got to know, you have to know when to hold them. You have to know when to fold them. Isn't that what Kenny Rogers says? But that's also a form of simple cheating. So let me ask this question. Someone of the opposite sex invites you to a club or to a party, and you go, unbeknownst to your significant others. Is that a form of cheating? I think so. If somebody's giving you a phone number and you take that phone number, even though you have no intentions of calling that person, simple cheating. Why take the number? If you're in a relationship, you don't supposed to do those things. And guys, here's one for you. The phone rings and you have to walk away from your significant others, telling her it's a boy on the phone, but it's really a girl. Is that simple cheating? I think so. Here's another one. You tell your significant other that you're going to hang out, but you don't know exactly where you're going. Those are signs of simple cheating. And if you're going to be in a relationship like that, you need to know your role and play your position. Because you're not really in a relationship, you're in a situation. So when you're in a situation, you have to respect the situation. And one of the things that I came across on my little explosion of Facebook world was this little thing that came up that said relationship relationship to rent versus marriage to mortgage. Now, everybody that's out there, your goal should be marriage and mortgage. Now, if you want to be with somebody on that level of just being with them, so often I see my ladies being in a relationship with a man that's not in a relationship with them. And I really need for you ladies to know your role and play your darn position. If that man has not set you down and said, oh, I just like my lips red, y'all. I just have to put some lip. I have to stop because I'm looking at my lips and it's like, I need some lipstick on. I just love my lipstick. Oh, I feel better. But we really need to stop. Because really, a lot of domestic violence comes from control. And I also feel a lack of understanding. You really gonna have to sit down and explain to that person exactly what do you expect of them and what do you expect of yourself, or should I say your contribution there is. If you're not in a relationship, please do not act like you are in a relationship. You have to know your role and play your position because there's a whole lot of simple cheating going on out there. And if I hear one more time of domestic violence, I'll be screaming, right? Because I'm gonna hear of it. But I was telling my son, and like I said, I try to use my own personal things as an example. I have a son. He's gonna get mad at me, but I don't care because if you don't want me to use your stories as examples, shh, don't tell me. But he has a little girlfriend that she say he's not her boyfriend, but then you can be confusing a person. And like I told the young lady, I tell all the time, I said, you know you crazy. You for real, real crazy. Because my thing is, if you're saying that you're not in a relationship, but you're doing all the relationship things, and you're giving that young man, y'all see how I flipped that? This is a young lady playing with a young boy's mind. That he's in love with her, but one minute they're in a relationship, according to her, the next minute they're not. And I tell my son, you're gonna have to sit down and determine whether or not you're in a relationship. He's just 20. Yes, baby, I'm talking about you. Everybody know who I'm talking about. But he is amazing. But I sat down and I talked to him. I said, you can't allow nobody to flip flop you. If she's saying that you all are not in a relationship, you have to be strong enough to say, look, if you're saying we're not in a relationship, we're going to fall back. And I'm getting ready to treat you like we're not in a relationship. And she's older. She's like 24. Yes. And I know you're going to see this, Miss Lady. You still crazy. But I love you. And I'm really hoping you guys get it together because I really believe you are good for my son. But I'm not going to allow you to be flipping and flopping on my child because I don't want nobody flipping and flopping on me. Either you're in a relationship or you're not. And baby boy, I say, know your role, play your position. I know you all in love. Use them things right there. Come, finish school, finish school. Let school be your focus. So I guess I would, I'm supposed to be talking about some other things that another son don't want me talking about, but we gonna touch. I go to physical therapy for, y'all know I got bad legs. It is what it is. But I was having this most amazing conversation with one of the therapists there. And she was telling me, why was this woman telling me her business? You all know I pull my energy from anywhere. And this is why I came up with the know your role, play your position. This young lady shared the story with me how she had been with this man. She's in the process of doing her physical therapy. She stepped back from finishing up school because she wanted to help him. She wanted to focus on him. They had been in a relationship for about 6 years. They have a 2-year-old child together. And she helped him go to school and build, and he wasn't making the money, and she did most of the taking care of the house, doing the money thing and whatnot. Check what this man did for her. This man went on and started making some real good money. But when it was her time to receive the support, when it was her time to get pushed, now she done pushed him to be everything. This man went behind her back, this is her story, and helped another woman get established in a business, helped another woman get a house, and she's still struggling. And now she's sitting back wondering whether or not she's going to get child support for her 2-year-old. Sometimes we get caught up in ourselves where we try to make things work, but I'm pretty sure those signs do be there. But we got to start paying attention to the signs. We got to start watching for those signals that say we need to bow out. Bow out gracefully. But if you're pushing somebody to be their best, to be their greatest, to be wonderful, magnificent, and that person is not pushing you, pay attention to those signs. Don't let nobody try to discourage you. Don't let nobody try to take you down a notch. Know your own self-worth and push through any of the foolishness. Because I can give you a personal story. I pushed the guy to be his greatest. Pushed him. And he is making some pretty good money now. But sometimes you have to watch and pay attention. But God told me I'd do my own things in time. And that was a road that I had to walk so I can say, oh, I had that experience too. So then when I'm talking to somebody, I can identify with what they are going through. Because now I know what they're going through. Because now what I just did, I just experienced the same thing somebody else was going through. Am I upset or hurt that I made sure that you was at your best? Because I pushed you and I got you where you needed to be. And now all the families and friends that you didn't have when you didn't have no money, you have that in your life now. But did you stay with the one person that was there when you had nothing? No, you didn't. Am I mad? I'm not upset because God said I do all things for a reason and a season. So I had to take responsibility. And as I was telling my therapist, I said I can identify that. Don't have a child, thank God. But I can identify with trying to push a man to be his grace because I supposed went to school to go and get my little certification so I can do whatever it is I was doing. I'm not giving you out too much information because he's going to come across this and it is what it is. But I pushed him. And he's making some extremely good money now. But are you thinking about the person that was there when you was driving a little raggedy hoopty? Are you thinking about the person that was there when your phone wasn't ringing? Are you thinking about the person that was there every holiday when it seems like you had no family or kids? Are you thinking about that person? But you know what? I thank God for the business license in there on the table. I thank God for those other little adventures that I got lined up because you have to know how to be strong enough to say, I was at that workshop. And that's what I told the lady. I said, you was at the workshop, honey. Now it's time for you to close your business down and do something for yourself. And the workshop I am talking about is the Build the Bear workshop. And that can go from a man or for a woman. So, and most of the time you hear it from a woman. So, ladies, let's stop building these bears. Let's retire. And let's pay attention to the sign and when a man is trying to control you. And to that lady that's out there that feels like she's lost in herself and she's doing things to make herself feel incomplete as a woman, stop doing them. Because if you just learn to be patient and just hold on to God's promise and God's plan, you're going to come across that man that is going to make you feel complete and whole, not only as a woman, but as a person. So if you are that woman out there and you are doing some things that you don't feel comfortable with doing, stop it. And if a man is out there got you doing some things that you don't feel comfortable with, and he know he should not have you doing that, he's putting you in a position where you feel, he knows he is. He don't have no respect for you, honey. So have some respect for yourself. Stop doing those things that make you feel uncomfortable as a person. And love on yourself a little bit. It's nothing wrong with giving yourself back to God. I'm going to play you all another piece. Yes, I have been working on my CD and I have been getting some pieces together. And I would like to give a shout out to my niece, Erica Michelle. NoriSunglasses.com. Check her out. She's awesome. She does a lot of my beats. And sometimes you just have to know how to just be still. I'm going to play this piece for you guys. If I can get it to play, right? Let's get it to play.
This next piece is called To Praise My Man. I am Lady Lissay, the outspoken queen.
Safe sex is the best sex, guys. Safe sex. Abstinent is better than anything. Praise my man.
I want to give praise and honor to my man. You see, I've walked through the valley of the shadow of death, but still alone I stand. My God has told me there's some things in my life I needed to change, I so often do. I had to take this personal walk. No longer am I held prisoner by you. I would love to give praise and honor to my man, but he don't exist. I don't understand why I intimidate some men. Why is this? They come to control so bold, but my mind they could not hold. The essence of my body belongs to me. I do not understand why this must be. I would love to give praise and honor to my man, but mentally, he do not exist. I used to walk around bitter, no longer am I pissed. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. So why am I chasing when I know I am a queen. Alone, alone. I am not really alone, for I stand with God. I really would love to give praise and honor to my man. So glad that I know that I am a God-fearing child of God. And sometimes when I talk the way that I talk, all he could do is smile. So I say to you that seems to be confused, God has always had my back, you see. No one can use me. Now I have to believe and relieve the stress, allowing myself to have a personal walk with God so I can be blessed. Last I say, I am looking forward to my future and letting go of my past. You see, God didn't want them to come in supporting or pretending to support me when God knew it just not would last. See, the rejection was indeed
For my protection.
It was never my fault that they could not handle how I kept it real. So God, when you finally send me that most amazing man, he will already know how to get deal. And he will always respect how I feel. I promise to stand by him, but only if he's respecting me and not playing and not pretending. And he is going to show praise and honor to the magnificent, amazing woman that I am. He will be a man that will come fearing God and not playing with me, the lady, let's say, God-fearing queen. Respect. This next
Okay.
piece is called-
I could play your poetry all day. I got enough. I just had to play that because so often we want to give praise and honor to our man, but he don't exist. So stop making a king be a king when he's a jester of your court. Pay attention to that. And ladies, this is another one I want you all to pay attention. Of know your role and play your position. Let's say you got this man that's telling you personal story again. Most amazing man, so he say. I don't have nobody. I'm by myself. I'm single. Okay, then try this on for size. Ask him, do he have a Facebook page? And it could be something so simple as a Facebook page. Send him a friend request. If he do not take your friend request, baby, you press. Because guess what? He has somebody on his page that he don't want them to know that he has you as a friend. So he's hiding something. So pay attention. So just try it. What you gonna lose? If you cannot be something as simple as my friend on Facebook, what are you hiding? Know your role and play your position. You got a friend. Okay, let's make this. Let's do this all like this. Not only is he's not accepting your friend request on Facebook, he has all his exes friends on Facebook, but he's not accepting yours. He wants to make you his dirty little secret, or he done told people. It's so, just pay attention to that. Pay attention. And people say, Facebook, what's it got to do? Because that's what people doing today. This is what's going on. I don't care if you my friend on Facebook or not. I don't care. As a matter of fact, I'd rather people that I'm seriously dealing with. God, when you see me a man, he's going to be a man that's not going to be social media friendly, because I don't need him to be my Facebook friend. I need him to be that king. But you just have this just a game that I'm trying to school you ladies to, that they do. They're trying to hide something. So pay attention to that. Test them. Here's another one. And I'm about to go over my time, but I just want you to know. If a man see you struggling, you don't have to tell him you're struggling. They can pay attention. If a man see you struggling, he's always trying to get in your bed, but instead, Pay attention. He's not trying to help you out. He's not trying to do. Let me tell you something I did. I had a guy that used to come over and visit me all the time. I always wanted to watch sports. This probably was like a year ago. He always wanted to come over and watch sports and whatnot. And he talk about all these big houses he has and all these cars and money he has. That's his business. That's his stuff. But if you always saying, baby, let me help you. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to do for you. And I was like, let me go to the extreme. Because sometimes I will go to the extreme. Let me go to the extreme. Let me let this cable get cut off. Let me see if he's got, because he like watching football games all the time. It's always a good game. Oh, I let my cable got turned off. I sure did. And I had a guy friend that told me, that's a real good friend of mine. He said, ask him, start asking him for some money. If he say you always want to do something for you, ask him for $25. Okay, you telling me that you get over $10,000 a month. You got this big ass beautiful house and all these business adventures. But I asked you for $25. And at that time, I think I had $300 in my pocket. I asked you for $25 and you told me it's going to take you a couple of days to get $25. Well, you broke. Or you gotta have it somewhere. I would rather you come and say, hey, babe, I'm a struggling brother. I don't have much. I'm trying to build. But what I can give you is honesty and respect. I ain't got the money right now, but I'm trying to do it. I'd rather you come at me like that instead of coming at me with all these colorful expression that you got all these cars and all this money, but you driving a little hoopty all the time. I'm paying attention. Oh, my cable's back on now, but it was just a test. Besides, I was getting ready to travel, and I traveled probably like 4 or 5 months. So now that I'm home for a minute, I got to get ready to go watch The Real Wives of Potomac anyway. So I'm going to say to you all, good night, and please know your roles and play your position. I love you so much. God bless. And as always, praise and blessings and respect. Wait a minute, hold on before we go anyway. Wait. How do I? Girl, I don't know how to work this thing. I'm adding somebody apparently now. Praise and blessings. Marlena, did you meant to do that or was that an accident? I have something for you guys next week. I'm going to get one of my poetry sisters to try to come on with me. And we're going to do our I Am Woman piece. So, Chantel, I did find my piece. And maybe we'll get D Baby to come in and we can perform I Am Woman. Because my thing is to be a woman and to be the best oneself that I can be. I say to you all, praise and blessings. Good night and respect. Whoa, play your position.